that shit crack.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Ascendant Astrology, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm going to be doing my interpretation of Jupiter and Aquarius. Now, I did do a video of Jupiter and Aquarius when it was in Aquarius back in 2020, the end of 2020. I'd advise everybody to go back to that video just because Pluto's getting ready to enter into Aquarius, and I think a lot of those themes are going to grow when Pluto enters Aquarius, which I think is going to be kind of dope. I will not be doing it to that and that in depth as I did in that video because this is more personal astrology. But I just wanted to mention that because I think this transit is essential to what time we're in right now. And so, what is Jupiter? Jupiter rules the ninth house. It's the ruler of Sagittarius. It rules expansion, optimism, upbeat, friendly, lucky, abundance energy. It's knowledge and wisdom, like higher knowledge, like universities, universal law. Um, In a woman's chart, Jupiter is your husband. So this is marriage, and it can give you some insight to your in-laws. It's long distance travel, like outside of the country. So we're talking borders, culture, foreigners, and anything to do with, what it takes to enter into another country and the travel industry. Morals, ethics, beliefs, philosophy, religion, and spirituality. It also rules broadcasting, publishing, public speaking, and marketing and web and like somebody who builds and creates websites. Um, it's the truth, your spiritual guidance and the teachers in your life. And whenever you're talking about Jupiter, you also have to incorporate Piscean themes because Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces. Um, and Aquarius is the ruler of the 11th house, and it's ruled by both Saturn and Uranus. So you have to look at the Jupiter and Capricorn video because this can also have some themes that play out in your life because they're both ruled by Saturn. And Uranus is a generational planet. So you definitely want to go back to my Uranus and Aquarius video that I did. It'll give you some more insights to the Uranian themes. But essentially, a generational planet will play out from a certain era of time that you were born within. And you'll probably relate more to that era than anything else when you're talking about generational planets. So, with that being said, Aquarius rules your friends, groups of friends, groups that you belong to, online groups, online friends, anything to do with social media, large networks, large circles, hopes and wishes, thinking outside the box, the study of the cosmos. So these are your real astrologers, even more so than Scorpio, because Uranus actually quite literally is the sky god. And when we're talking about astrology, essentially we're talking about the archetypes of the planets. These are physicists, people, time, anything to do with time, um, science, technology. These can be financial consultants, people who are a part of large organizations or philanthropists. These people like to uplift society to middle class, and they like to do it in very innovative, creative ways. Seriously, go check out that video that I did with Jupiter and Aquarius. You guys will really like that. It'll give you more insights to what this time is going to be about building. Um, um, this could be a political leader. These people love progressive, futuristic solutions and put a lot of effort into coming up with solutions. They're real mathematicians, like mapping out things is their specialty. These people go against the grain. They are not going to be doing things that everyday people are into. You know, these are your people who will fight for the pollution of the water, the pollution of the planet. This is my Captain Planet placement. Um, any kind of issue that is in need of, these are your union workers, anything that's in need of better solutions to preventing the problem, cleaning up the problem, or changing the problem, these people would and could be involved in. Um, And when you're being your true authentic self, this brings in gains from Jupiter. You could be extremely popular with this placement. You might even notice that people copy you because you have like this outside of the box creative um innovative ideas. So trendsetters here, um humanitarians, and not just friends um in general, but friends all over the world, because remember Jupiter is about long distance travel in other cultures and countries. Um and so when you're invested in these themes in any way, shape, or form, studying them, learning about them, having interest within them, and even making some kind of living within these themes, Jupiter brings you luck and abundance. Um, these people want to make the world a better place. These people can have a God complex, not very good listeners, and kind of closed-minded of other people's opinions. And so if you're not indulgent in any of these themes, or you're against them, and you're a person who's more like a conspiracy theorist where every fucking thing is about um well, you can't do this because the government's watching. You can't go on technology because the government's watching. And you kind of have that mindset where it could come off as you think you're better than others, but I don't even think that's a good description, because I don't think any Aquarius person thinks like that. But maybe smarter than others, or best, or the information and knowledge that you have is the only viewpoint. That's when you will start to lose luck and abundance, which, unfortunately, because this is also Saturn ruled, you can be completely oblivious to this because your beliefs are based off of how you should live, which absolutely is not going to have anything to do with having lots of money or being a part of corporations or any of the things that I mentioned in the Jupiter and Capricorn video. Aquarius people are just not, they can actually and quite honestly give zero fucks about that shit. But nonetheless, if you're not indulging in those things in a very smart and intelligent way, or trying to do them for the better of the world, um you can lose abundance, and it could make you look like somebody who lives off the land, somebody who lives in the woods, somebody who lives in a cave, somebody who doesn't have much. You could come off as a bum, look like a bum. You're not into the latest gear or wear, or um latest trends and things of that nature. Not to say that those things are negative, by the way, family. You know, it's just Jupiter wants to shine the light on the things that you are great at, and these are the things that typically you could be great at. And so it's not so much about running away from it and avoiding it to the extent that you don't have, because Jupiter is all about having. And so when you're not indulging in those things and teaching those things and expressing those things in a way that does better the world, that's where the loss comes in. Okay. Not to say that people who live like that are because of the loss. I hope I'm making sense when I say that, because living off the land can be fucking great, right? Not being in this society that fucking fake and liars and all that other BS is exactly what we need to be doing, right? So I needed to clarify that and make that clarification. It's like that saying, it's not what you do, it's how you do it, right? That makes the difference in how you go about presenting it when it comes to receiving your blessing. So, um, yeah. You can have too many friends and feel like you have the world on your shoulder. I actually have an Aquarius friend, not necessarily Jupiter and Aquarius, and I remember one time he he was letting me use his internet service, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm out here taking care of the whole fucking world, feeding families and shit." Because he would just let anybody that obviously he loved and cared about use his passcode. And when he said that, I immediately thought of this transit, because these people can really feel like that. They would go to that depths with their friends or for their friends, but you got to be careful for that, because it can feel like you're carrying the world on your shoulders, and that can also block your blessings. So you want to protect your energy and your ideas, not to the point obviously where it's stingy, but you have to have that kind of Saturn understanding of what it means to be a corporation, or to carry yourself like a corporation, because you're a commodity, and it's just the way of the world. So again, if you have a negative uh ideology against those types of things, I get it, but this is what Jupiter wants, so that it can give you blessings. And in return, you're making the world a better place, right? Because you could be somebody who's makes shirts, but they can be hemp, right? Oh, an Aquarius will like that. Bet you didn't think of that one, right? Where all your clothing is hemp, which is stronger, better, more durable, more lasting, and things of that nature. So again, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You can still be a part of the corporation without feeding the devil of the corporation. So really it's about educating and knowledge, um, having knowledge and wisdom, knowing the difference between um, the devil when you look at him, as opposed to your true authentic purpose and vision, right? So keep those things in mind when you get to these lower expressions, and don't let them overweigh your uh mission and purpose in life, and miss that train because you're so off of whatever, that you just miss it. which I don't really see these people doing, to be quite honest with you. I feel like these are the type of people who know how to make deals and know how to make money and survive off the land and living underneath the off the grid, if you will. These could definitely be like black market people, people who sell stuff out their trunk, have like a nice little hippie van where they, they sell a bunch of different things and things of that nature. But, not everybody's going to have that story or knowledge. So I just wanted to bring some clarity to that. But essentially, that's my interpretation of Jupiter and Aquarius. As usual, family, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.